Hey guys, Mike here. Welcome back to the channel. So today, I've got my wife Andrea. She didn't want to come here, but she came. And she's rocking her Peterbilt Mike hoodie off Spring. And actually I'm having a sale on Spring, so if you want the hoodie with the OG design, I was going to touch it, but maybe I shouldn't. So if you would like a hoodie with the OG Spring design, you can get them off Spring down below in the, there's a banner going across, and that design was made by my daughter Piper. You've met Piper before, so. And the new opening, what do you call it, intro, was done by our son Tucker, and we're gonna do some editing because a few of you had said, Mike, it's a little bit arrogant to say you're the king, and we forgot to add Peterbilt after that. Because there's only one king, and that's Peterbilt. Because, not me. Not me.
People thought it was you, the king?
Yeah, because it says Peterbilt Mike and then there's only one king. And I mean, as much as I would like to be the king, I shouldn't even know if I'd like to be the king. That'd be a lot of pressure. Maybe not. You know what they say. Well, anyways, it doesn't matter. Yeah, because it's my hashtag, Peterbilt. There's only one king. And that segues into, if you would like to check out some merch, shop Peterbilt Mike. I've got these 4 hats up. This is one of my OG favorite hats, and I'm not just saying that because I'm selling it, but, sorry, that was dog hair. I can't guarantee that your order won't come with just a little bit of dog hair. No, it won't. It'll be hermetically sealed, but it could. But it could. Because we have...
Especially in the packing tape.
Yeah. You know, when you got 2 Newfoundlands, what do the boys weigh, 120 pounds? Yeah, so we got 220-pound Newfoundland dogs. But anyways, this one's got the raised embossed lettering. This one is, it's almost like a denim look, and it's just got the big Peterbilt logo. It's black. It's got the Velcro strap on the back. I should say this one, Velcro strap as well. This one, it's got the Peterbilt on the side, kind of a hip look. This one does have the, got the tag on it still. It's got the snapback. And this one, it's got the Peterbilt on the side, and it's got red. That's kind of why I like it, red. But, and it's a snapback as well. So anyways, those 4 hats are up. The key tags in black and red are up on the site, shoppeterbiltmike.com as well. And this is garbage, sorry about that. The whole purpose of this vlog today was not to pitch my Peterbilt hats, not to pitch my Peterbilt key tags. I also have more key tags coming, but it's viewer mail. Can you believe it? People sent me mail. Can you believe that? I can't believe it. And I gotta say, all you guys that sent me stuff, that have messaged me, DMs and all that stuff, I really appreciate it. I really do. And I'm not just saying that because, I'm a salesman. Because sometimes people DM me, no. No, really, honestly, I really appreciate it. So I thought, wouldn't it be fun to share with you guys the stuff that came in the mail on the new scaffolding that I got from where?
Princess Auto.
That's right, Princess Auto. And you know what? It was on sale. I think it's regular like $300 and I got it for $189. Comes with wheels, but I didn't put the wheels on. And I thought like for when I put the windshield in low and slow, because some of you thought the windshield was back in, but it's not. So yeah, I picked this up today because it was on sale. Andrea questioned it. I know, it's shocking that she'd question me buying another tool for the job. Because she said that it takes up space. And we are running short on space. But I have an idea for that too. Wasn't my idea a good idea? Yeah. Okay. So she agrees it was the right thing to do. I did say maybe we should get another one because then we could go taller, but no. So anyways, it's on sale Princess Auto this week. Not that I'm plugging Princess Auto, but I guess I kind of am plugging Princess Auto. Anyways, viewer mail. And if you came to hear the story about me meeting a billionaire, which is, the thumbnail, hopefully why you guys clicked. Well, actually, hope you clicked on it. She's like, hey, Peterbilt Mike's got another video out, and I want to go check it out. But yes, that's right. I met a billionaire. Shook his hand, gave him some advice, and I think he really appreciated it, to tell you the truth. But we'll get into that in a minute. So viewer mail. First off, my first letter. Actually, I don't know if I should. Well, I guess it's okay to, yeah, like, cover the address, but it's actually Peterbilt
Cover
Pacific.
their address,
Cover their address,
person's.
right? I'm new and I'm trying.
Privacy, man.
Privacy. So this is from
And
N. Strack from Bluminster 40. Now I'm telling them their address. So this is from Mr. N. Strack. Does it show? Does it have his name? He sent a letter, which was very nice. And the other thing he sent.
we don't know what N's name is.
So yeah, we'll call him Mr. Strack. So if I screw up your name, I apologize. English was not my strong suit. Getting out of failing English, that was my strong suit. So he sent me a sticker. He's from Germany. So we got the sticker from Germany, and it says, I actually honestly don't know what it says. Here, just wait a second. So this is what it says. So you guys that can speak German, you can tell me what it says. And I think he says what it says in the letter, but I thought that was pretty cool. Came all the way from Germany. Okay. Okay. Oh, right. I should have read this again before. So anyways, I just read it in his letter, and it says, the text means something like, take your time and not your life, which I think is great advice. I'd love to read the whole thing, but it's long. Dear Mr. Chamberlain, on this way, I'm sending you greetings from Germany. By chance, I found your YouTube channel about Kenny, Slow, and the other boys and girls of the pack, or did it find me? That's a good question, because how do things really find us on the internet and YouTube? I really enjoy every new episode that goes on air. Do you not enjoy every episode that goes on air?
Love it.
You just press play and let it play. I don't care if she does that, it's ad revenue. And then if I say something stupid, she doesn't even know.
I'm busy.
Yeah, she is busy. Working with your dad. Oh, how did I say that? I really enjoy every new episode because it goes on air. Because this isn't a Hollywood production. This is guaranteed not a Hollywood production. Would you be witness to that?
Far from it.
Yes, far from a Hollywood production. It's real life about great guys who keep big old trucks alive. Thankfully, he didn't say it's about big guys or big old guys that keep great trucks alive, but he said great guys. So I thank you for that. Working with your dad is a great thing in life. Learning from each other every day, even after decades, and quarreling is definitely a part of it. That's true. There's a story once about dad bouncing a methyl hydrate bottle off my brother's head. So technically that's quarreling with my brother, but you know what? Should I tell the story? Might as well tell the story. Well, maybe I shouldn't tell the story. Well, I might as well tell the story, because now I already talked about it, and you're going, well, Mike, what's the backstory behind bouncing a methyl hydrate bottle? Okay, to begin with, methyl hydrate absorbs water, and in the wintertime with all our wet and blah, 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 we put it in a fuel, a little bit of diesel fuel, put a little methyl hydrate in there, and it absorbs the water. And you also put it in your airlines. You put a little bit in your air system. Now we're going back into the 80s, so this was before all the high-tech air, well, I mean, we had air dryers, but anyways, so we had air dryers. My brother was probably 18, 19, driving for dad. I was working in the shop because I was a mechanic, and Steve was bugging about needing methyl hydrate, and dad was, running a business, stressed out, and Steve's being like, well, get me some methyl hydrate, can you get me some methyl hydrate? And I don't know, I guess he was bugging dad a little bit too much, and dad had grabbed the bottle, and Steve said something, and he said, here's your methyl hydrate, and he wung it at him like this, kind of underhand. But Steve turned around the other way, and I'd like to say dad was passing it to him, not throwing it at him, but Steve turned away, and you couldn't have done it any better. Instead of it, falling beside him, landing in front of him, landing behind him, it went, bopped off his head. Well, let me tell you, World War III happened. My brother quit, dad fired him. Then dad got home and said to my mom, you better call your son, because I think he quit today. So anyways, family business, that's how it goes. Thankfully, I never had a methyl hydrate bounce off my head, but there was that time where dad said jump, and I was like, that's stupid. In the end, I did jump. Anyways, another story for another day. But he did not beat us. Not severely anyways, so. Okay, the thing about the medical problems you've had, or shall I say how you deal with it and talk about it, is in such a public place as YouTube channel, is really impressive and hopefully brings other men to the point that someone is a man by talking about it and not by ignoring things until they have gone too far. A few days ago I got my first Peterbilt Mike sticker. Thank you very much. Feel free to get yours below down on Spring. But it's definitely not the last one I've purchased, which is, you know what, greatly appreciated, because with the purchase of all this merchant stuff, it helps these guys, because you know what, ad revenue from YouTube, it just doesn't cut the mustard when you've got 4, maybe 5 cab overs. 4, only 4. And as I thought about it so much, I remembered something that was installed on the rear ends of many trucks as a metal sign in the 50s and 60s, and has definitely not lost its meaning today. And why not returning something to you as a little present? I hope that's okay, and it's absolutely okay. If somebody would like to send me something, a magnet, a sticker, a jacket, a shirt, a hoodie, you know, $100 bill, just gotta throw it out there. I mean, $100 bill's a $100 bill. Yeah, we'll do more viewer mail segments, because it's kind of awesome, to tell you the truth. I can't begin to tell you much, can't begin to tell you guys how much I appreciate you tuning in to my silly antics and my cab overs and my trucks, and all my truck stuff really, because there's more than just cab overs. There will be more than just cab overs, but not yet. I haven't found a 389 yet, or 359 or 370. So the text means something like, take your time and not your life, which we talked about. So it is a very old knowledge, and that low and slowly, but sorry, English, not my strong suit. So it is a very old knowledge, and that low and slowly, but constantly is better than always being in a hurry. Whether you work on old cars or trucks, or are on the road with them, I look forward to the next episode. All the best, good health to you and your loved ones. Best regards, Mr. N. Strack. So thank you very much. I very much appreciate it, and I think I'm gonna have to put this on the back of one of the trucks. Oh, this looks reflective, but I don't want to damage it, so I'm holding it in a safe place, and thank you very much for that. So, thank you. Next, this is actually kind of cool. Let's go. It's just tape. We'll do the small ones first. So now, I don't know, well, first I'll start, where is this from? This is from, it just says an independent artist from New York, New York. Like 18th Street, 4th floor, New York, United States. So I think that's kind of cool that someone in New York thought about me. And there's no letter or anything, so I can't thank whoever sent it. I don't know if it's a promotional company or what, but it is a little Billy Joe McKay, owner-operator, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, BJ and the Bear, the door decal. I'm gonna just, wait, I'm gonna show you. Check this out, it's really cool. Focus. Come on, focus. There we go. So yeah, and it's a magnet. So thank you to whomever sent that from New York. Sorry. New York. Actually, it doesn't go New York, doesn't it? It's like New York, the big.
No,
I left my heart. No, that's San Francisco. Anyways, next on the list, we've got a bag. What's in the bag? Where did the bag come from? Well, let's see. The bag came from a Mr. Michael. Did you know my name's really Michael? I know, not just Mike, but Michael's in it. Would you call it an acronym, Mike, for Michael?
no.
Oh. Okay, my name is Michael. See, I'm not good at English. He's good at English. Anyways.
It's just the short form.
Just the short form. Yeah, it's the short form. So, another Michael. Michael Dunlop from Australia. Hopefully I didn't insult you or anybody else with a little bit of accent. But yeah, from New South Wales, Australia. And you know what? It's kind of cool that this little package came all the way from Australia. And that one came from Germany, and that one came from New York to little old Peterbilt Mike. But, see what's in here. So it's like a package. I don't want to throw it away because, you know what, I'm pretty excited that I got a package from Australia. And there's actually a little guy in it. Check this out. Look at that! It's a koala in a little policeman's uniform. Although I don't think they're called policemen in Australia. What are they called?
Dude, police.
Okay, they are still called police. Australian, oh, AFP. I think he referenced AFP. Australian Federal Police. So it's a federal police.
And what's his name?
And his name is Kenny the Koala. And he's got a number on him, 1950. So yeah, it's Kenny the Koala. And anyways, I'll read you the letter. So that's pretty cool because, you know, I got a Kenny and it's Kenny the Koala.
Kenny doesn't stand.
Kenny doesn't stand. Well, it's pretty damn cute, I'll tell you that much. See, it says Mike. Didn't say Mike and Andrea. Just kidding. Mike and Andrea.
Rude.
At least she's, yeah. Sometimes. What's mine is yours. Married. Of course, everything is mine is hers. Anyways, so from New South Wales, Australia. I think this is really cool. Yeah. Hi Mike, first and foremost, I wish to say that I thoroughly enjoy your channel. Peterbilt Mike. Thank you, Michael. You're informative, highly amusing, and able to lift one's spirits when down. Well, that's good, because if I can lift one's spirits when they're down, I mean, I wasn't necessarily trying to, but I'm glad I do. Because there's enough negativity out there in the world right now. You don't need someone going, I think this and I think that. Although I might say I think I need another cab over, but no. 4 is enough. Try this again. You're informative, highly amusing. Oh, I left it that part. Lifting one's spirits when they're down. So, you know what? If I can bring someone up, actually it's 2 thumbs up. I thought Kenny, or K2, might be interested in having a similar namesake companion. Kenny the Koala. Well, actually, it's Kenny Koala. Hopefully I'm saying that right, Kenny Koala. I guess koala. Well, anyways, I was just thinking about my accent. I don't think about the fact that I have an accent until I...
We don't.
Okay, we don't.
Everyone else does.
That's right. So if I talk like an Englishman trying to talk like... Okay. Okay, Kenny the Koala. Kenny Koala, not Kenny the Koala. I mean, Kenny is a koala, so I guess you could say he's Kenny the Koala, but he's Kenny Koala. His name is Kenny Koala. I saw once that you had a monkey, Kenny 1950. Isn't new, but I am sure you won't mind. I think he looks better, certainly cuter, without the garb. So please feel free to discard the uniform if you wish.
Next.
Well, I don't want to get rid of his uniform because Kenny Koala, I mean, that's his uniform. I don't have a uniform, but Kenny Koala has a uniform. So he's keeping his uniform because that's his thing. You know, just like this is my thing. And I know, I love this shirt. It's got a Volkswagen bus on it.
Where did that one come from?
I don't know, but it's...
Oh, Coke store.
Oh, right. Coke store. Disney Springs, Florida. That was a great trip. And, you know, I'm not a hippie, but I think it'd be kind of cool to have a Volkswagen bus.
Yeah.
Although, you know.
Cooler than another cab over.
Well, I saw a really cool one that was restored. It was only like $50,000 for a Volkswagen. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked, but I kind of like Volkswagens, and you know, Volkswagen bus, so. As a footnote, Kenny Koala is a mascot, for want of a better word, of the Australian Federal Police, AFP. So that's where I got my AFP thing. Mm-hmm. The Kenny Koala program was designed to educate children between 3 to 12 years of age.
Just outside of that.
Well, hey, I can still use some education. Yeah, designed to educate children between 3 to 12 years of age on a range of safety themes and to encourage them to turn to police for help and advice. So if you need help and advice and you're in Australia, turn to Kenny Koala or a member of the AFP, otherwise known as the Australian Federal Police, because I hear they're good guys. Yeah, they take care of bad guys, which anybody that takes care of bad guys is a good guy in my books. As a side, oh, where am I? I'm lost. Right, oh, did this one or here?
You already did this.
Oh, okay, did I do this? Safety themes and
Yes.
encouragement, okay, good. Yeah, that's why I got her, keeps me in line.
You're not even paying attention.
I'm paying attention. As an aside, I was a member of the AFP for 33 years before retiring in 2007. So thank you for your service, Michael. That's pretty awesome. And you've been retired since 2007. I'm not going to say I'm jealous, but I'm a little bit jealous. Although retirement is doing what you want to do, not what you have to do, right? So I can just pretend I'm retired and I just love getting up and going to work every day. So I am looking forward to seeing what you decide to do with K2 in the months, perhaps years ahead. Hopefully it's months, but it might be years. Although I saw a truck on Facebook Marketplace last night, but it's over there. I shall stay tuned. Thanks, Michael, for watching. Stay out of harm's way in these trying times. Let's hope that 2022 will be a better year for the whole of mankind. Best wishes. Yes, let's hope 2022 is better for all of mankind. And here's another thought, let's just make it better. If I make my world a little better, and she makes her world a little better, and you make your world a little better, that's all gonna be good. So this package came to us all the way from James Ginter from Florida.
I don't know where Callahan is.
You wanna know where Callahan is? Maybe it's near Orlando. Or the cruise terminal.
Maybe.
She's Googling it. We're curious. We're curious. Callahan, Florida. We were actually just talking about Florida because Andrea would like to go on a Disney cruise. Well, actually, I would like to go on a cruise too. But it means flying to Florida. So, anyways, figure out where it is yet? Did you just hit the button?
Well, then it took me to like Google Maps.
Oh, it's like in the north.
Oh yeah, that's not very helpful.
Okay, so it's a long ways from Orlando.
Sorry, James.
Can't come to visit. Well, we could if we had more time. Anyways, it looks like this is an advertisement for put your favorite photo on a wall clock, which is pretty cool. Jim's Classic Clocks, and it is a low and slow clock. Check it out.
Oh, okay, that's stupid.
Oh, it's got a battery and everything. So I don't know if James makes these because he didn't leave a letter,
I'm thinking so.
or if he had it made.
Well,
This is Jim's Classic Clocks. So you know what? I think it's cool, and I think Jim deserves a plug. There's no letter. He didn't ask for it, so but you know what? You're gonna get it because that's fun. You know, it's just like a nice plastic frame clock for the shop, and you know what, James? It will be going in the shop. So if you would like to get a clock made like that,
Jim's Classic Clocks.
eBay seller's name, Jim's slash,
No.
is that a dash?
Hyphen.
Hyphen, Jim's hyphen classic hyphen clocks. So,
Or Amazon.
or Amazon seller Clockworks. So if you'd like to get your own, actually, you know what, I don't need this box, so if you want to get a clock, go check out Jim's Classic Clocks. So, thanks, Jim. This one's going on the wall. Might even have to go above the door.
Where?
Or maybe we can put it over there. So we got that for viewer mail, and then I also got another package from, yeah, don't throw Kenny on the ground.
I'm not.
I don't want Kenny to get dirty. And I think Kenny's from circa 2006, which is kind of cool, because he's like vintage. Like, I don't think you can even get a Kenny the Koala anymore.
That's what you're after?
Yeah, so I love the backup camera thing that I put in Kenny so much that I said, hey, do you think I could get a couple more cameras? And they said, sure. So I'm gonna do another video, or more videos, on putting more cameras on the backup camera, because I got more backup cameras. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take one and put it on the passenger side mirror so that it's facing, well, back. Because if you've got a cab over, you know that the passenger side is a real tough spot to see when you're looking. And
Tough spot to see when you're looking.
it's a tough spot to see when you're.
It just sounded dumb.
That's right, because it's tough. Well, it's tough to. Well, I guess you. Okay. Anyways, yeah, it's tough to see cars on the passenger side of the truck. Tough spot to see when you're looking.
Or when you're not looking.
Yeah, it's tough to see when you're not looking too. So shout out to FXT Technology for sending me 3 more cameras. So I'm going to have one going frontwards like a dash cam, and I'm going to have one facing down the passenger side so I can see if there's cars coming up on my 3 o'clock. Is that one? Where's my clock? 1, 2. Yeah, it'd be my 3 o'clock. Although. Yeah, because if it was your 6 o'clock, it'd be behind you, so your 3 o'clock would be there, right? So it'd be 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Well, I just felt like saying it. If someone's coming up on your 6, isn't that like cool? Legal? Coming up on my 6, coming around on the 3.
I've never heard that before.
No? It's military terminologies. I used to be an Army cadet when I was a youngin'. I'm practically a Navy SEAL. No, I'm not. And you know what? Props to those guys, because, like, my gosh, tough. And you know what's really cool about Navy SEALs? Did you know they have to be super smart too? You can't just be all muscles and buff like me. Yeah, super smart. Actually, a friend of ours is in the US Navy, and he tried out for the Navy SEALs, but he was a little bit, well, he was right on the cusp of being too old, and he actually got an infection. He got a cut on his leg, and it got infected, and they pulled him because his leg was infected and pussy. And he didn't want them to pull him because if he got pulled, he couldn't come back because he was too old. But yeah, he got pulled because of medical, and it was disappointing. But he's still an officer in the Navy now, so he's got the dress whites, and you know what? How long has Steve been in the Navy now? For
Long time.
like 20 years probably. I don't know, he's gonna be able to retire soon with a pension, but you know, hats off to him. He's been stationed on the Nimitz aircraft carrier, the USS Abraham, I think in the beginning, or is that Abraham Lincoln. And you know what's interesting, he was actually stationed once at a base in Palm Springs. 29 Palms. So they're not there now, he's back east, but anyways, yeah, go Navy. And hopefully I didn't offend anybody, but, and I'm just kidding, like they have to be in a lot better shape than me. Just a little bit. And the other thing I've got, is, I don't know if any of you guys have checked out my other YouTube channel, Mike's Garage, but I bought some of this sound deadener, and I bought some more, and they didn't sponsor me for this, but I just thought I'd show you guys because I was thinking about putting some in here. Oh, that was loud. Is our Savior on the back side of the, yeah, it's like, it's beautiful. And I wonder if it'd be, it's beautiful. So anyways, I got some more. This is actually Killmat. They're not sponsoring me, but we're gonna find out if it works. I put some in the motorhome, and I bought some more because I was thinking about putting it in the front of, not Kenny, but Low and Slow. Because Low and Slow, let me tell you, the insulation that was in them wasn't really insulation. It's pretty pathetic, so I got that. And the other thing that I picked up was this. It's a jump starter pack. You know what, you guys probably don't care about it, except for the fact I'm pretty excited about it because it was on sale at Costco. And you know what? That's right, Costco is in the US too. So I can say it instead of saying like Princess Auto of, like, or no, Harbor Freight of. The Harbor Freight of Canada. And I don't know, is it really Harbor Freight or is there another one? Maybe it's just.
I think that's the closest.
That's the closest. So yeah, I wanted to get a jumper pack, you know, especially with the truck. So if I got a jump start one outside. So I picked this up at Costco. It was on sale. And it's really cool because it's got charging ports. It's got a 120 outlet and it's also got an air compressor. So I need to give this a whirl. It was on sale. Just thought I'd share it with you guys because when I go to shows.
Will it run the Keurig?
Will it run a Keurig? Now that's a test. We should test that. It's 200 watts. Excuse me.
Like right now?
We can try it right now. Do you guys want to see us test a Keurig right now? See, and that's the beauty of having your RV in the shop. Oh yeah, I ripped the seat out. We'll have to go the other way. Like around the truck. See, and this is the other problem when you got a whole bunch of trucks. It's really hard to get to places because I took the motorhome apart to put the kill mat in and there's seats in the way. So we'll test it. Can you brew a cup of coffee with the jumper thing? So without further ado, I'm going to tell you guys about my story. Okay, story time. How did Peterbilt Mike meet a billionaire? Well, it's like this. I am coming up, not next week, not this coming, well, when I'm going to release this. I'll release this tomorrow. That'll make it easy. So tomorrow is, oh, there we go. We're getting right into this.
We don't have any coffee pods, but.
Well, we can test with water. It's either going to work or it's not going to work. Because this is the most important part. It says Cat on it, and I'm not sponsored by Cat. But if Caterpillar would like to sponsor me, feel free. We need all the help we can get. Oh, how does that go? It just sits there? Oh, well, that's easy.
I forgot the lid.
That was easy. Okay. Now we gotta turn it on first. AC power. So it's fully charged. AC power. Turns on. Does it have to heat up first? Probably. Or should we just try it?
Gotta pretend we're putting in a K-cup.
Okay. Just shut off.
Nope.
So it's official. The Cat Costco battery pack does not have enough power to make coffee. I'm disappointed. Not surprised, but disappointed.
Janky.
Yeah, it is a little janky. There's a new word for you, janky. Here's another Yeti cup. Oh, this is my Peterbilt Yeti cup. You know what we should do?
OG.
OG.
Yeti cup.
That's right. Peterbilt Mike Yeti cups. Would you buy a Peterbilt Mike Yeti cup? They won't be cheap though, because I think they're like 80 bucks to get them engraved. What if you buy them and then get them engraved? Anyways, we could. That'd be cool. Peterbilt Yeti cup. Love me a Yeti cup. So anyways, how did Peterbilt Mike meet a billionaire? So I've been with Peterbilt Pacific going on 10 years. Actually, not this Monday, but Monday, like not Monday, tomorrow, which is, what Monday is tomorrow? Like the 29th or something of January?
It's not tomorrow.
It's not tomorrow.
It's the 30th.
It's the 30th.
Tomorrow's Sunday.
Tomorrow. Yeah, but is it the 29th on Monday or tomorrow? Or it's the 30th on Monday? Anyways, a week from now, it'll be like February 6th on Monday. And that's my 10-year anniversary.
I don't think so.
No? Isn't it the 6th on Monday?
Monday's the 31st, and then the 7th is Monday. Monday's the 7th.
Okay.
So is the anniversary the 6th?
I think it's the 6th, yeah.
Then it's a week from tomorrow.
Okay, so a week from tomorrow, it's going to be my 10-year anniversary with Peterbilt Pacific. Ironically, February 2007 is when I got into truck sales, which would be, so what would that be?
15 years.
15 years in truck sales. Holy cow. So February is kind of an anniversary month for me for truck sales, and now 10 years with Peterbilt. And you know, I have to thank Peterbilt Pacific. Starting at Peterbilt Pacific was probably one of the best things I ever did. You know, it was, I mean, it hasn't all been easy, but you got to work your butt off, but they also, it's a great company. It's funny, when I came to work for Peterbilt, it was the first company I ever worked for. When the customer leaves, the people are still fully focused on solving the problem. You know, it's not just smoke and mirrors and telling you what you want to hear, and then the customer leaves and you're like, oh, that guy's a jerky jerk or whatever. But yeah, shout out to Peterbilt Pacific. It's a fantastic company, but where I'm going with this is in 2017, 2016 or so, 2017, 2016. I think it was 2016. The Pazook family that actually started Peterbilt Pacific back in the
Long time ago.
long time ago, like 70s, early 70s, something like that. They retired and they actually sold the company to the Pattison Group. Now, the Pattison Group is owned by billionaire Jimmy Pattison. And it's funny because you don't really think of him as, billionaire Jimmy Pattison. You just think of him as Jimmy Pattison. And he's friends with Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett calls him the Warren Buffett of Canada. I think I don't know if they had a birthday party for him. Anyways, he's buddies with Warren Buffett. So he's like one of the billionaires of Canada. Like on the West Coast, he's a big guy. Well, he's not a big guy.
He's tiny.
He's not as tall as I am. But yeah, he's big in British Columbia as far as, he was pivotal in I was going to say in BC Place, but helped get BC Place started, but that was Expo 86.
Yes.
But anyways, needless to say, Mr. Jimmy Pattison manages a lot of companies. He's a billionaire. So anyways, one of the things that they do, which is really cool, is because, the Pattison Group has a ton of companies. They've got car dealerships. They've got Guinness Book of World Records, Canfor. They got mills down in the United States.
Advertising.
Pattison Advertising. They've got businesses in the UK. They got radio stations. I think they got a mill in Sweden or somewhere, so it's global. But one of the things that they do is every quarter they meet with, the companies that they own. And one of the things they do is every quarter is they'll meet at a different branch. So like Peterbilt Pacific is owned by the Pattison Group, and when they come and see us, they'll meet at once a quarter. Of course, this was before COVID per se, but they would meet at a different location. And what Jimmy loves about that is then he can basically meet all his employees. When you got 40,000 employees, it's pretty hard to go meet them all, but that's a way he can actually see all the places because he's a hands-on kind of guy. And so anyways, we had our turn to where they came to town, and you know what? A bunch of very, very brilliant men, and I guess I don't use the term brilliant that often, except when I'm describing myself. No, I really don't. But yeah, very, very smart. You can tell why those guys run those companies, because it ain't easy, let me tell you that. Well, I don't think it's, well, at least they make it look easy. I don't know. But, so anyways, Jimmy came to town. Jimmy goes around, meets everybody. I think the meeting was scheduled for 11 or something like that. It doesn't matter when the meeting was scheduled.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? But anyways, they're coming around. It's like, oh my gosh, Jimmy's coming to town. The executive's coming to town. It's like, oh my gosh, he's in the building. And so he's meeting everybody and, shakes your hand, asks you where you're from, what you do. Well, I guess he didn't really ask me what you do, but he kind of, asks you about yourself, because he's like, well, and I'd have to say like most really successful people, they're more interested in you than you are of them. Like, they're not like, oh, look at me or whatever. They're interested in you because they're, information, they suck it out of your head. Well, I don't mean literally suck it out of your head, but that's how they get so smart and is education. They're always learning. I don't know. Where is this going, Mike? So anyways, Mr. Pattison, comes around to my office, and I meet him in the doorway, and I said, hi, Mr. Pattison. He's like, you can call me Jimmy. And I said, well, you can call me Mike. And then I just realized I, kind of told him, Mr. Jimmy Pattison, you can call me Mike, which I guess maybe isn't a big deal, but I felt kind of like a tool. Like, it's kind of like, you can call me Jimmy, Mike. And I'm like, well, you can call me Mike.
Rather than Mr. Chamberlain.
That's right. Like Jimmy would call me Mr. Chamberlain. But anyways, and I can't even remember what we said after that, because I was just like, in my head, I'm like, it's me. So, but anyways, so Peterbilt Mike, yeah, you know what? Sometimes it can be a little bit dorky, but it's just who I am, and that's how I met a billionaire. And I'm still employed. Hopefully on Monday I'm still employed. But anyways, guys, that was viewer mail with a few extras. And if you'd like to send Peterbilt Mike anything, you can send it to Peterbilt Pacific, care of Mike Chamberlain. So Peterbilt Pacific, 633 Pacific Street, Prince George, British Columbia, V2N 5S3, I believe. And there will be the address down below. Peterbilt Pacific is where I work in Prince George, so any of your mail that goes there, or parcels, or $100 bills in a sealed envelope, I'll be able to get them. So very much appreciate anything you guys send me. If somebody's got something cool and you want me to talk about it, you can send it. I'll check it out. I don't mind. You know, it's takes somebody a bit of work to make something like that. And you know, if somebody wants to sponsor me, you know, like I just about said like oil of Olay. I don't know why that came into my head. Why is your skin so smooth, Mike? It's oil of Olay. But you know what? If you got the day cab company or truck, anyways, I'm open to offers.
Disney Cruise Line.
Disney Cruise Lines, that's right. We could do a cruise log. And you know what? It's like FXT. You know what? Yeah, they get a plug with me doing a review on it, but you know what? I appreciate it too because it's fun, and then you guys get to learn about it because it's, you know, it's things like these cameras and camera kits. It's like I've got one on my motorhome. It's a different brand, and it actually works with my cell phone. And the thing I don't like it is I have to use my cell phone all the time, and you don't want to leave it on. So I like that this has a monitor, and yeah, so I don't mind showing you guys and giving you an honest feedback on what it's like. And you know, if somebody's got LED lights, tire chains, whatever, I'm open to ideas. But tequila. You know, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, he's got tequila.
I know.
Maybe Dwayne The Rock needs me to give him a shout. Maybe he doesn't have quite enough following on social. Maybe I could help him out, you know.
I think you could.
Dwayne, if you're watching, Mr. Rock, you can call me Mike, by the way. I'll help you plug your tequila.
His last name is not Rock.
Well, I know it's Mr. Johnson, but
Mr.
Mr. Rock, Mr. Rock Johnson, Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Anyways, guys, this is my wife Andrea. I'm glad you got to see her for this episode. Can I have another cab over?
No.
No. Which is your favorite cab over?
Kenny.
Kenny's your favorite?
Yeah.
Is it because he's the first?
Yeah.
Yeah.